For what purpose this man body is given? To justify ourselves. Because we are in this world for a very, very long time. We are very, very old in this world. And we have not gone back. And no one is happy in this world. It is only our attention that makes us happy. When we withdraw our attention from somewhere, we become unhappy. So, this life is a series of interruptions. So what happens at the physical departure, it is very dreadful. Master tells us to live in this world, and to live in this body is not difficult. But to leave this world and leave this physical body is very, very difficult. Because this is not our body. We are identified in it, so much so that we have become same as that of the body. We say, no, we are the body. We don't differentiate it. Are we the body? No, we are not the body. We have to leave it. No exception to the rule. Now when Master come in the world, they come with special purpose. And they are bound with their world. What word they had given? It is in the Holy Scripture that a master, a real mystic, will never create any miracle. One thing. And he can lead the soul back only by giving them right understanding, the true knowledge of the self. And he will not bind you with any shackles. He will not create any other ritual and rites. He has to make you aware of your own self. Because his purpose is very unique. So you know, never any master had created such things. This is we people who have created after their physical departure. God made man and man made religion. First we are the human being, then we are wearing the different labels of different schools and colleges. But our subject is one and the same. What is the subject? We have to justify our Father. Father in the heaven. And ye be perfect as your Father is in the heaven. So all that is going in the world, that does not justify us. Because by doing all these things, by doing all those play in the world, lot of meditation we are doing, we do not justify ourselves. We are not true to ourselves. Our life has not changed. And we are going through this series continuously. So problem is there, how to get rid of this problem? Because negative power works in 1,000 ways. Because you are in the net of the negative power. This world is the play of negative power. Then is the astral world, that is also a play of the negative power. Then is the causal world, it is also a world. So now we have to differentiate, we have to discriminate as what is good for us, as what we have to discard and what we have to choose for our life. This is very real subject. You all know that there is only one power, only one doer in the world. There cannot be any master in the world. Those who ever come, they said they are the borrowed servant of that God power. Only the Christ power, master power, God power It is the master. Christ lived before Jesus. Christ has no beginning, no end. And we have direct and independent contact with that power. That power has sustained the whole creation. He is our master. All masters tell us the radiant form of the master is our master. So the master for the whole creation is one and the same. Sometime he came as Christ, Jesus Christ. Sometime he came Guru Nanak. Sometime he came Satkirpal Singh, Maulana Rumi. All competent masters. They were one. Now you read the Holy Scripture, their experiences are one. There is no difference at all with their experience. Whether they came in the east or west, came at different places, different times, their teaching is one and the same. Because the way back to God for all of us is one and the same. Here we are together if we learn the lesson of brotherhood of man and fatherhood of God, then we must be there together. Because there is only one way, one place to go there. Hafiz, a saint, has told, O worldly person, you have bound the whole world into your clutch. By your 1,000 activities, you are binding them with the astral, what are the astral practices? When this is a subject, I will tell you in detail what happens with the astral things. So he says, by rising above the body consciousness, I have seen that there is only one doer. There is only one cupbearer in the vineyard. And who is that? He says he is the doer, only doer. And he has only one wine and only one cup. And he serves everyone who comes there with one cup. He has no second cup. He gives this intoxication there. So now we have to discriminate as what is the most important things we have to discuss today. I tell you, if you understand me, I speak from my practical life, and I wish that you should also in future speak through your practical life. And I will tell you so important secret in your life that if you know it, you will never be misguided by any person. Nobody can mislead you into the world. If you are one time misled, you will lose the life for all the time. If you are one time in the clutch of the negative power, that will hold you like anything. He will not leave you. So this play of negative power is very charming, but it is deceitful. Christ told, where the world philosophy and there the religion start. Now let us analyze it. Where the world philosophy ends, does it end with our experience into the astral plane? No, not at all. Does it end with our experience into the causal plane? Not at all. Because if the heaven that was taught by the Christ, if that exists in the astral or the causal plane, that is subject to cause and effect of the world. It does not exist there. This heaven, where is the bread of life and water of life, that is above the cause and effect of the world. So where is the cause and effect of the world? When you rise above the causal plane. When you rise above the three world and the three physical forms. When you rise above the plane of physical body, then astral and then the causal. And from above you see the cause and effect will disappear. And where is the heaven that was taught by the Christ? That is above the causal regions. That is not in the three world. If it is in the three world, it will go to the dissolution and grand dissolutions. So very practical things are there that was taught by all competent masters, because we simply don't follow. because lack of such masters. Because it is said there is none in million, maybe one in billion. All others, what they are doing? They are playing with innocent children. They are playing with us. They are misusing our goodness, I tell you. They are playing with our money. They are living for their self-existence. They can be very charming to you. They can be very lovable to you. They will say, yes, we will fulfill all your wishes, but they cannot fulfill the eternal wish. The eternal wish is another thing. Because we have to see then what is in the astral and the causal plane. You know, in the astral plane, those who contact with the astral experiences, you all see that mental hospitals are full of such persons. They get mentally sick only because of these astral bodies, astral forms, astral powers. So all these problems, psychic problem, mental problem, are only due to the powers that we come in contact with the astral powers. Why? Because, as I told you many times, there is no person with right understanding in any religion. If there is, he will rise above the shackles of the religion. So is the case with the astral and the causal plane. There is no power, there are no such souls who are living there in the astral or in the causal or supercausal plane who have the right understanding. What happens there? Those who go there, they lose the discrimination power, and that is only given to the man body. When the soul comes into the man body, he is gifted with the discrimination power. So when one loses the discrimination power, he loses the consciousness. Because there is a fast link between the discrimination power and consciousness. So all those souls who go there, who reside there in the astral and the causal plane, they are without any consciousness. From the astral, from the physical up to the astral plane, it's a big circle. All souls who live there, they have to go to the transmigration. They cannot be reborn because they are in the net of the negative power. What is going on there? Only miraculous powers. Only mantras are going on. You know, these Vedas, they are full of these mantras. From where they came? Only from the astral and the causal plane. And it is said in the Holy Scripture, these Vedas do not touch the reality. They cannot show you the truth within. So this is all Riddhis and Siddhi, miraculous powers. With mantras, they are controlling each others. Same thing is a man who does not get this right understanding. He is a wanderer of the wood in this world. He is striking his head here and there and everywhere, but does not see to the reality. Kabir says, if there is one or two in the world, I can make them understand. The whole world is blind, what should I do? We are blind because of lack of right understanding. Only with right understanding and discrimination power, God helps us to open our eyes. When we leave the body, our third eye is not opened. And where we go? We will go into the darkness. So, whole world is blind. No one is awake. No one is seeing through the above the causal plane. If there are, they only seeing, yes, we are meditating, let me meditate. Oh, I could not meditate today. Meditation has become a breakfast. It is no meditation. Better not to do that meditation. Because that will clutch you into the astral power, astral plane. All these riddhi, siddhi, spiritual healing, all have come out of it. Very happily we say, oh, I got this spiritual healer. He has blessed me. Or I helped this and this person. No. You cannot bear your own burden, you cannot bear your own karma, then how you will bear the karma of all other people to whom you heal? It is so difficult. With our pralabdha karmas we are weeping. When we meet some problem in our life, we run fast here and there and everywhere. We find the solution, remedy. Nobody can bear the karma of any other body. Because this man body is given a space, a span of our previous karma. When these are finished, pralabdha karmas are finished, we have to go back. No way out. Then those who are practicing, those who are healing others, through the spiritual healing, they are caught in the net of transmigration. Because they have the heavy debts of other people on their shoulders. No way out. Whereas Master tells us, this man body is a capital. And this world where we are living, this is a big market. And we are the merchant in it. Our soul is merchant. Whereas we have to take a very good business just to pay off the debts. What debts we have? We have to justify. What we have to justify? We didn't know how to live with our Father. How to live with good thought, good deed and good actions. We did not create the purity, piousness in our heart. We think about it. By thinking you won't do it. Only by living and doing with it you can do something. But without the help that is given within, that is not possible. No one can become pious. It is the master power which gives you the gift of life. He changes your angle of vision. He creates a yearning in you. Only a vision is changed. Now those things which look like very attractive to you, that becomes fake and white for you. You later on have no attraction for it. Because your attention is subject to certain other ideas, good ideas. It's the master power who changes you from within, not from outside. Whereas those people, they make you emotional. They make you pious egoist. You can become very pious also, but you will be egoist. But it is very difficult to be pious with them, I tell you. The life of such person who are coming into the West over here, it is, I tell you, unfortunately I cannot tell those words, but it is miserable. If the one who preaches the truth is honest, is not honest, and is not chaste, what will he teach to others? Only a pure one can preach the purity. If one is himself identified into the sense and sense organ, what he will teach to you? Not at all. It is subject of purity. Ye be perfect as your Father is in the heaven. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. So the teaching of the Christ is just itself very beautiful. Why you do not live with this teaching? Why you run after such masters? Yes, here they are doing. It is a very easy job. We have introduced a very good system. Come here. No. The teaching never changed. The teaching itself is so simple. Masters have simplified their teaching. It is said that when God sent us, our way was very clear. There was nothing in the way. We could go and come back. But he asked, why you created these barriers? Who created this barrier? The negative power said, your children created wishes, I fulfilled those wishes. Now I have created the hell for the sinner and heaven for the pious quest. This astral regions is full of this miraculous thing. There is the hell and the heaven that was created by the negative power. He said, this is for the hell is for the sinner and heaven I have created for the pious egoist. Both cannot get rid of it. Both are under his clutch because we created wishes. And whereas man is the highest rung in the whole creation, he is not dependent upon any force. God, goddesses, avatars, they are subordinate to this human body. They are the servant of this holy body. When God made man, he ordered all these forces, powers to bow down before the human body. Man is next to God. So he has lost his heritage only due to ignorance. Because he never knew that he is higher than everything. Christ said, love and everything shall be added unto you. In Guru Granth Sahib said, Pita Kripal Agya Kini Barak Mukh Mange Sudena. He means the gracious Kripal. From the gracious Kripal you can ask anything and he will give you. Maximum he will give you. He will bind you with himself. He will give you the bread of life and water of life. It is the same power, Christ power. So I tell you, what is in the astral plane? These are the riddhis and siddhis, miraculous powers. So what is there? Now there is very important question coming up. This man body is not five-fold, it is eight-folded. And what are the three folds? It is the intellect, mind, plus all the ego, which we have got from all our thoughts. We created wishes after wishes. We created a lot of things in the world. Now we are so much attached with it. Whereas we had to live unattached in the world of attachment. Because nothing belongs to us. Even this body is not our body. We have to leave it. So simply, due to attachment, we are now full of this ego. Now how to get rid of this thing, it is a big thing. So, mind, intellect plus the ego, that is called the gross mind. You know, when people go there, when people meditate, what happens to them? It is too difficult to say that here is the third eye. Everyone says, here is the third eye. But where is the third eye? Do you know where is the third eye? It is the same experience which happens at the time of death. At the time of death, you rise above the intellect, you rise above the mind, you withdraw from the body senses, and you go there. But pity to say that mind in the body, in the physical body, is always the astral body, astral mind. When we come over here, first is the intellect, then is the mind, and then is the soul above. Soul is higher than everything. So, people are not knowing how to withdraw from the body consciousness. Christ told, it is the same experience which happens at the time of death. So does that happen with you? You only see the light of the mind. When you stretch too much over here, mind will take you to the chakras and then to the astral plane. And those who get rid of the chakras and enter into the astral plane, they lose all consciousness. And they are affected. People get mental. And those who do not get mental, they are becoming the so-called masters. And Kabir says, they are the evildoers. All those 100,000 masters in the world, they are evildoers because they are directly or indirectly they are working for the negative power. So they say, don't sit by an evildoer. Don't associate by an evildoer, because your soul will fall down like the petal of the roses. That will be your. Because whenever you come in contact with such person who is having astral powers, he will catch you like anything. Your soul will fall down. This is what's happening in the world. So we lose consciousness. He says, oh, they are good. They have no power. They have the miraculous powers. They have the riddhis and siddhi. Only your power is working. You give the power to stand on their legs. If you withdraw your attention, they are no more in the world. Whereas a master who is commissioned from the God power, he is another thing. He is he is only one in the world. He is supreme in the whole creation. But whatever he will give you the same experience. He will not divert your attention outside, but he will take you within your body. He will set all your problems very lovably. But his work is very marvelous, I tell you. And this teaching of the competent master, if only you live for 1 month, it will change your angle of vision. Once he takes over the charge of the soul, he will not leave you. I shall never leave thee nor forsake thee till the end of the world. That is what Christ told. If you really want to see a competent one, see his beauty when someone is leaving the body. Oh, I am leaving the body, I am going. Because his work, even he will not leave you after the body. He will take you from one stage to another, and his work is continuous. So what is our work now? I tell you, this is very, very important. If somebody says, I am the master, he can never be the master. Those who claim themselves as masters, they can never be the master. If there is any master, he who claims himself as master, if he says he is a master, his contact will be broken at once, because there is only one doer. He would never say he is master. How he is known? It is in Gurbani said. I am telling you only from the teaching of the Christ. The teaching of the Christ or any competent master of all is one and the same, not a difference at all. Not a dint of illusion. Illusion is not there. It is very potent, very positive. It will give you the life within. You know the gross mind. You lose the consciousness there, and your intellect is controlled by the mind. Where will you go? You have to surrender there. So those souls who go there, they lose everything there. They are once for all the time, they are caught in the web of the negative power. Very strong net there. So all masters tell us that never be attracted by the astral things. It is not your place, you have to rise above. Now very practically, you can see to yourself, because everything is within you, not outside. Your master is within. All what you have to get is within you. Nobody is going to give you anything from outside. The abode of your own principle lies within you. You have to make the best use of it. So what we have to do, we have to see all this, the experience of our competent master. That must become our experience. All Holy Scripture tell us the experience of our competent master. And we can have that experience. They say, here are the three, Ida, Pingla, and Sukhna. These are the sun, and there are the moons going, and these are the physical lotteries appearing in every forehead. And there is one artery that is not seen, that is the midway. So all competent masters, they preach the midway, not the Ida and Pingala. They also open there, but way is different. Those who go there, they get emotional. And when they lose their consciousness, they become egoists. There's hardly very few person can go through this way. So all masters said it is the midway. Because how to go through the midway? Now this midway opens above the causal plane. Because it is going to the 10th gate. It is going to the third eye. Third eye, 10th gate is one and the same. If you shut the 10 doors of this temple, you can see the heavenly light within. Now our soul, now our mind is connected into the body below, and it has a sphere up to the causal region that goes through the astral and the causal regions, and that can go transcend and can come back into the body, because mind is the king of the three worlds. Its place is the causal regions. It stays at the causal regions. So what happens? At this time, Master gave us a beautiful demonstration about it. Because it is as definite as 2 and 2 make 4. If you understand the secret over here, nobody can misguide you, I tell you. It is such a subject. Here all the delusion and illusion starts from this place. Now these nerves, arteries, they are physical arteries, both. Because they are only extending to the astral and the causal plane. Mind works through these planes, through these arteries. But mind cannot work with the midway. Midway, whenever Master comes, he always comes through the midway. But this Ida and Pingala, both these arteries, they are full of light. If you enter there, it is not the holy light. It's light this is the astral light that will make you emotional. Mind will clutch you there in this light. When you go on seeing this light, you will become very egoist. But the holy light that is within, and where it opens? Into the causal plane. Now it is very beautiful subject. By all holy scriptures, it is one and the same subject that there are 10 doors of this temple. If you shut the 10 doors of this temple, you can see the heavenly light within. That is what Christ told. And what are those 10 doors of this temple? These are the eye, ear, nose, throat, and touch below. These are the 5 senses. These are the 5 windows that are opening outside. Now we are hearing, looking, tasting everything with these 5 senses. These were the outward expression of our soul. And we are receiving karmas. We are doing action, and then we are meeting these reactions. This is the outward expression of the soul. But sometimes somebody passes by you, and you are asked whether you have seen them. No. Your attention was somewhere you could not see. Because your eyes were open, but you could not see. Because attention was not there. Your eyes were inverted within. So when these 5 doors open inside, where they go? They also open into the astral and the causal plane. At the time of sleep, night time, these doors, they close from inside and they open into the astral and the causal region. That is called subconscious stage. And we are gathering a lot of experiences, what we gained in our previous life. And so when they invert within, they open inside. They do not close. Even they open inside. And what happens? We are gathering, reaction is there. So far your soul does not become thoughtless thought, you cannot do the work. How it becomes thoughtless thought? Suppose you've been to some of your friend. He gave you a warm welcome. He gave you very good food. You discussed very important views with him. Now you have come back home. You are cooking, you are eating, you are talking in your family, but your attention is there, that is moving there. Somebody asks you where you are. Oh, I was thinking. These are the thoughtless thought. That moment, all your 5 doors outside and inside, they are closed, and you have gone above the thoughtless thought. So the teaching of the Christ, light and sound principle, only it will appear when your thoughts become thoughtless. It happens in your life, but spontaneous. Never with your wish. If you say, yes, I can do that, I can create thoughtless thought. No, you can never do that. It is spontaneous. It is your attention. When you have some very, very important matters, and you must do that, your attention is there, it is moving there. So Master create a yearning in you. Master create a ruling passion in you. He makes your thought thoughtless. He will shut your all the 10 doors of this temple. And when this 10 doors of this temple are closed, then your soul will rise above the mind, intellect. And it will go to the 10th door, above the causal plane. And there is the door. Knock the door, and it shall be opened unto you. And when this door is opened, that is the third eye. If it is opened, then you enter into the effulgent light. It is the holy light. Once you one time in your life come in contact with this holy light, your whole life will be changed. You are in the world, yet you feel that you are not in the world. Because it is so beautiful to be in the holy light. Even one time, one word of that power will save you throughout your life. He becomes your savior. He becomes your protector. He saves you once for all. Because you have come in his sphere. You have seen the holy light. You have taken the bread of life and water of life there. You are not no more in the world of. You are not no more the man of this world. Then you are the indweller of the higher status. You live in the heaven because your attention is there. You are given one time, you are reborn there. Reborn means you, while living in the world, you could be born into the heaven. That was taught by the Christ, that is reborn. It is a really baptism. So it is a very, very practical subject. Ask Master, there are so many masters. Yes, I am here, make me thoughtless thought, bring me there. So it is a very beautiful subject, because if really who lived with it, he who had experience can tell you, others don't tell you, because they cannot. You ask, oh, please give me that. From where he will give it? It is the grace of the Master, the one who is commissioned from God, he will give you that demonstration, other will not give you. So Masters have simplified the teaching. We have to simplify our life. How much we have to simplify? So that we understand ourselves. We become true to ourselves. Become desireless. When you really live with the teaching, your whole life will become simplified. Very simple life. Because these scriptures, the real towards the path, our going back home, it is straight. Though it is narrow, but straight. And there is no problem. You are in the lap of the Father when you live and do with it. From that moment, he gives you direct protection. Only by living and doing with it, the Master protection comes there. He comes with millions of steps forward. It's a law. We have to be desireless. Nobody can be desireless. It is the master power which will help you with it. So, what we have to do? Master will never give you any solace, hope, peace of mind, because this is within the three worlds. This is nothingness. It is a delusionary nature. I was telling you all along about the delusionary nature. You are caught there all the time. He will give you the way back. He will rather say you rise above these things. So wherever, oh, I need peace of mind. What is the peace of mind? You have to rise above the mind. For that purpose, who want self-introspection, they should keep the self-introspection diary. Right from that moment, they should self-introspect their mind. It is the mind who creates problem for us. It's the mind who says, I want such and such cloth, I want such and such things, but not the body itself. Body does not demand anything. It is the mind who demands everything. And what is the mind? Mind is matter. He gets the help from the soul, from the spirit, and uses the same thing against us. So we have to train the mind. By how? By self-introspection diary. Now suppose you committed a mistake. You write down against the mind. Oh, you did it. Now mind cannot bear it. He will struggle for it. He will justify itself. No, I have not done it. You are not the mind. You are not the body. You are not the senses. You are the controller of everything. You are the owner of the house. So you know, no, you created. So I write against your name. When you start writing everything against this mind, mind will stand. Because he cannot repay. He is only a matter. It is just like a parasitic plant which has no root of its own, yet it lives on the parent tree. So is the condition of our mind. We are the mind-ridden soul, I tell you. Mind is overriding the soul. Mind is getting all help from us. And we have not to give the help to him. We say, okay, please stop. You only give the help whatever is needed for. Don't give. So those who want to live with this very life, pious life, they should keep the self-introspection diary right now. Because this life, this teaching is spontaneous, exactly. At once it can change your angle of view. So you have got some good things from here. You keep it in you. There are so many persons which are aimless in the world, which has no aim in the world, and they are called foolish person. Master tells us, don't sit by a foolish person. Don't dictate a foolish person, because you cannot turn the dullard into bright. Tons of soap cannot wash the coal white. The coal will remain black. The soap has no effect on it. This is you who has to be wise enough in the world. It is your holy wisdom that will benefit you. You have to create a holy wisdom. How to create it? By self-introspection. This is just the beginning. If you really want to be Christian, then live with it. It is the teaching of the Christ. I told you everything from the Bible, not from anything else. So what is everywhere going on, that is not your subject. Your subject is within. Be attentive to yourself. Leave everything else. Remain in the world, yet live like a lotus plant, lotus flower. One time Guru Nanak went to Multan. There a lot of saints already were there. This place is said to be flooded with the saints. So when he entered there, they sent him 1 cup of milk, full cup of milk. He said, if he will take it, we will say he is also a so-called saint. But what Guru Nanak did, he put the flower on it and gave it back. He said, I have come over here, but I will live with you like a flower. I will give you the smell. You live in the world like a lotus plant, lotus flower. Huh? You give the smell to the world. That is the purpose of human life. That is the life within. If you live with it, it will give a very vibrant smell in you. Everyone will feel, oh, one flower if arises, if it's grown everywhere, anybody who passes by it will say, oh, in this house there is some flower. There is very good smell coming up. So one person with the right understanding, who self-introspect himself, can change his house, home and home affairs, and he can change the neighbor, and he can change the whole city, I tell you. So it is who has to create it? We. So our virtues, our merits, our all the attributes are within our souls, not outside. We are not using it. More you use, more those will multiply. If you don't use it, it will totally finish. A time will come when you will be without any attributes, without any merit, because once the water passes through the bridges, it won't come back. Time factor is there. Don't think that you have more time with you. Everybody has very short time, because your life is based on the pral of the karmas. When these are finished, you immediately have to go. So you are not free because you have to wind up all those karmas. So you have to make the best use of this man body, because it is a horse given to you. Drive it, but try to know how to detach from it. You must not ride all the time on it. You must know how to leave it, how to feed it. It is you who has to create the sense in it. So this is a true temple of God. So thank you all. Wishing you all that is good for you. May God give you protection and gracious hand upon you. And that I wish from all of you. Thank you once again.